But now it's Christmas. And why do we celebrate Christmas a little bit early? Well, for that reason, because many people are leaving. But the main topic of what I want to talk about is, what is Christmas really for? We'll talk about the nativity and why Jesus was born next week. But today we're going to be talking about the greatest love ever shown. And my question for you is, what do you think it means to be noteworthy? What's a good life? A life well lived, we can all define. A good life is a life where we're all remembered. By the time we're on our deathbed, that there will be 10s, 50 people waiting, being by our side. That we've built a community, a family, that we've contributed to the nation. Or we committed to perhaps the pursuits of science and all these different things. We long to have that feeling, a desire and a purpose to be important. And many people want to find that in different things. Yes. Some in achievements in careers in their fields, PhD. They're important. Why are you laughing? For others, perhaps it's trying to secure a family, raise a kid for the next future generation. Wow. For others, it's securing a job that gives them a sense of purpose. Teaching is one of them. To start an institution, a company, or an establishment. Perhaps it's meeting people, exploring and finding different cultures. Or simply just being important, popular, and gaining fame. Yet all of this will be tested with a test of time, humanity, and the world. What does that mean? Maybe you had these desires, and maybe you had this great goal. But then people happened. But then time happened. If you guys were at, when you're at the beaches, and maybe Hong Kong doesn't really have good beaches. I'm sorry. I love Hong Kong, but if you went to a beach, and this is a regular beach, and if you just, you build sandcastles, it won't be there tomorrow, or the day after. And too often we have our goals, and it feels like that. I want to raise a family. I want to have 3 kids. 1 year goes by and you're single. Another year goes by and you're single. Another year goes by, you're dating. But you end being single. But you have great goals, but every year comes by, no progress. You meet people. You want to start a business, but tax, housing, rent, same things. Great goals, very noble, but all the same issues. Dreams will rise and dreams will fail, and these desires will go with it. Everything else will fail, but love will not. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4-8. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. The one thing Christ did on this earth was to love. And that's the most meaningful thing he did. And it was that dedication that made his impact so great. You ever asked? Everyone here knows about who Jesus is. Yeah. No matter where you're from, no matter what nation, that name is famous. Why? He is a carpenter. Back then, it's the equivalent of someone that works at a very low quality job. Yeah. Perhaps one that works low, minimum income, minimum wage. How did one carpenter define so many? To the point that this guy's life was able to divide time into 2, BC and AD. I wish I could do and make that much impact. I wish I did. You couldn't. Enough for men and women to die and live for his purpose. Who can do that? Enough to divide countries, communities, families. The reason why most of the countries we have today starts from him. Conquest of nations, part of it. Enough to stir governments, peoples, leaders. All from one man. Why? And one thing Hong Kong needs more is not money, is not real estate, not space, not people. It needs love. And here are some sobering statistics of Hong Kong that might shock you. It shocked me yesterday. Out of the 195 countries of the world, Hong Kong is ranked, drum roll, 88.
That's so high. In what?
To put it into comparison, all the stands, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, is higher.
Based on what?
It's based on the world happiness. I can give you the source later on. All the Southeast Asian countries are higher.
Wow.
Philippines is higher, Indonesia is higher, Singapore is obviously higher, Malaysia is higher. And you look at Hong Kong's GDP, oh yeah, it's good. But why does it not equate? The divorce rate is 2.6 out of 1,000 couples. Every week you roughly see 1,000 couples. 2 of them have gotten a divorce. Suicides, 14.1 out of 100,000 people. And this includes teens, adults, and the elderly. Depression from academic pressure, life events, even recently COVID, and social political issues. Early half, this is a quotation, early half of surveyed residents showing signs of depression or anxiety.
Wow, okay.
And over a third of people are experiencing moderate to severe symptoms. And it's quite crazy to know that your wage is higher than most countries and still have a statistic like this. People don't need more money.
No.
People need to understand how to love.
Come on.
And this entire sermon is just talking about how Jesus loved.
Yep.
And what is God's love at the end of the day. And what that means for you and I.
Come on.
The title of my lesson today, the greatest love ever shown.
Come on.
And point number 1, conditioned with fiction.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What does that mean? Jesus loved with no conditions.
Yeah.
God loved with an unconditional love. What does that mean? There needs to be no condition. Like when you're doing a survey or an app, there's terms and conditions. Jesus didn't write any of that. He just goes, hey, I want you. Any of you. Jesus loved with no conditions, which is quite contrary to the normal day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Jesus' last 3 years was defined by constant giving, ministering to people.
Yeah.
He taught, he healed, he encouraged, he rebuked, he helped households, provided food, provided a house, provided medical care, provided pretty much every service on the book. Yet when you look at the people he served, it was radically different.
Yeah.
That he served pretty much everybody. Today everybody is screaming for your attention. You're looking for a job, you need certain criteria. If you want to date and or get married, there's a certain criteria. To be friends with someone, you need to have certain criteria. Men and women are conditioned to believe that they need to be something for them to have anything. Even a primary school education, you need to be something. Even a house, you need to be something. A resident, you need to be something.
Yeah.
What happened? A baby needs a job and needs an interview to be deemed valuable. Where has society gotten? That people need to, for people to be worthy of a job, they need, let's go through it. Middle school, high school, bachelor's, master's, PhD. For minimum wage. What's happened? For you to have enough money, you need to have $1 million, a house, this. Money before you have money.
Right.
Makes no sense. For you to be worthy of education, your primary school, interview, high school, interview, college, interview, and exam. College, exam. Just for education.
Right.
You need education to get education.
Wow.
What? For you to be worthy of a wife. I don't know, that depends on people, you know. But that list is getting longer every year. Not just handsome, not just, financially secure, not just having a house, it's getting longer.
Wow.
To the point that, are you even dating a human being? I think a chatbot would be more, So much so that it's evolved. For me to feel loved, I need to have a separate terms and conditions. I need to be worthy of love.
Wow.
What is that? That I need to feel good enough in front of my parents. That's never been, that's not been part of who you need to be.
Yeah.
That I need to be blank to be worthy of living. Who said that? When everyone is competing for love, it's hard to find love that genuinely matters.
True.
I don't know about you, but as a Chinese, biologically, I need to clarify things. It's hard to take compliments.
Amen.
Oh yeah, bro, you're holding I got you other people, not me. Wow, your Chinese is so good. Nah, but that guy's Chinese is better. That guy's Chinese is better. It's so hard to take compliments because you're comparing.
Yeah. True.
Someone else is better than you. I'm not good enough. In the Philippines, you're lucky enough to have a bachelor's degree. It's where you're comparing. We're all lucky enough to be where we are currently.
Yeah.
When I first became a Christian, one of the sisters encouraged me with a date over dinner or something. And the sister was really, really joyful. He goes, "Bro, you're so encouraging. You're awesome."
Oh wow.
I'm like, "Why?" No, why? You're just awesome. Too often we want to ask why. Sometimes people are just great. No questions asked.
Come on.
People are great. You might just need that. Maybe that's something you just needed to hear. You're awesome. Because not many people say it. The love Jesus showed people, it was given to all. Now, if you guys, don't know who Jesus is or what he did, well, he died for men and women's sin
Yeah.
on the cross. And he was willing to spend a majority of his life with people.
Yeah.
And these people weren't much. Eating, taking care of them, etc. And you go, okay, who are these people that Jesus spent time with? Most probably us. Sinners. Romans 5 verse 8. But God demonstrates his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. And Jesus died for people that would most probably never change.
True.
It was for the possibility that you might be a good person. He didn't need to know that you would become a Christian. He didn't even need to know if you were going to be a Christian at all.
Yeah.
He wanted to die for you anyways.
Come on.
He didn't need for you to learn Mandarin
Amen.
to die for you. He didn't need for you to learn English for him to want to die for you.
Yeah.
It's just a given.
Come on.
He didn't need for you to get a job to be loved. Because he just wanted to sacrifice himself for the complete sake of it. My first time dating, 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm very, very lucky. My ex-girlfriend was a Christian, and so she's very, very spiritual. But I was very unspiritual. And so we were having these couple counseling of sorts.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of issues. I was emotional. I had problems of getting up. I was always late. I'd cry from here and there, all these different things. And then in one of those couple counseling, she asked her mentor, hey, I love Matthew, but he has these character issues. He's like this, he's like this, he's like this. I love him, but it's really hard. And then the mentor told her, well, here's the thing. If you really love him, even if he never changes, will you love him? And that's a big hit. I was like, oh wow, I'm that bad of a person. Okay. And so first things first, I want to lift up all the girlfriends in the house, because the guy has a lot of problems. But it's them willing to support and love the guy no matter what. It takes a lot. And wives, of course. Sorry. But the main thing, really, a lot of the guys need to hear this as well. A lot of the times when we break down is when we think that we are of no use. Us as the guys, we're like, oh, we're the hunters. We provide. We get the money. We do all these things. And we break down if we lose a job, lose a partner. We do all these things. I think for me, the best part of my job, if you guys don't know, I lead the church and I support the students in HKU and other places. But the best part about my job is not the money. It's about serving the people. And there are times where, all the guys can say like, yeah, we're strong. But when you see the guy break down in tears and you sit in silence with them for 2 hours, 3 hours, just being by their side. When someone was going through, I remember in PolyU, I was helping someone go through a breakup, and we were just in the back garden at midnight, screaming. I gave him advice, hey, I know you've gone through a lot, maybe just scream all your stress out. I didn't know what to do. I was like, hey, I'm here to support you. And he just screamed. And I was there just listening, just helping him. But too often, that is who we're defined by. What is your use? That's not how Jesus thinks.
Nope.
Jesus was there for the uneducated and the educated. No PhD required. Acts 4:13. When they saw the courage of Peter and John and realized that they were unschooled, ordinary men, they were astonished and they took note that these men had been with Jesus. Jesus took care of the sick. Matthew 8:16. When evening came, many who were demon-possessed were brought to him. And he drove out the spirits with a word and healed all the sick. Jesus ministered to the poor, to the rich, the beggars and kings, to men of high standing character, and to men with no character. Jesus went to support capable business owners, spiritual leaders, political leaders, but he also met with criminals, traitors of the state, government fugitives, and those that even betrayed himself. So my question for you is, if Jesus went all the way out to love these people, what is your excuse? Just because you have a disagreement within family, household, friendships, I don't want to love this person anymore. Laziness, or even their past. Oh, this person, he lied to me in the past. I don't want to love him anymore. And I'm very grateful. We are a worldwide movement. I have a couple examples here, and if you guys have the sermon notes, there are great photos there. One of our friends in Lisbon, actually, his name is Brian, a 34-year-old banker. He was from Italy and decided to move over, actually from Sao Paulo, planning to go over to Italy, but then being refused and then going straight to Lisbon. He was met by the church. But I'm very grateful for the brothers and sisters because they didn't see him as who he was. His past in Sao Paulo in Brazil, that he was in a lifestyle of constant prostitution. And when you meet someone like that, you go, oh, whoa, I've never met someone like that. For most of our lives, we meet with bankers, engineers, all these people. But to meet someone from a third world country who's gone through something like that, it takes a back. But, the disciples studied the Bible with him, and he is now your brother with a greater identity.
Come on.
Too often we're just so focused on ourselves, busy, too little time to love others. Or even having your emotions. It's too much work. I don't want to love that person. Too much work. I have better things to do. I want to lift up another sister of ours in Mexico. Her name is Alicia, who is actually the mother of another brother. So the brother invited her mom to church and then studied the Bible. But all throughout her life, he's around 40 to 50 years old when she got baptized. But all throughout her life in South America, it was a constant pain. She went through domestic abuse, name calling, slander, and all these things within the family unit. And imagine that, coming home only to be thrown abuse, a place that you called safe, only to be antagonistic. And how she reacted was, if this is how people treat me, I don't want to treat people any better, because they're going to do the same thing to me. And so for years and years, she kept her heart hidden. I don't want to go through this anymore. I'm just going to go to work, talk as little as possible, and then move on. But then, as she studied the Bible, the one thing that really touched her was the cross. That Jesus went up to the cross, not numbing himself out. If Jesus wanted, he could have gone on the cross, slept the whole time, and just passed away.
Wow.
But he goes, no. Every pain, I need to take this.
Come on.
And that was for people.
Yeah.
And that moved her to go, okay, I need to go and forgive these men. I need to forgive my parents. I need to forgive my family. Without shame, and now she's a transformed woman. Now your sister in Christ. The truth is, you don't need everyone's love. Just a few people that matter. The love that God offers is unconditional, but also free. But then the thing is, most free things in this world, we think, common and unwanted. Do you keep brochures from 10 years ago? Yeah, I don't think so. Most of the time we go, hey, anything expensive is of value, so let me keep it. What does that do for you? I don't know. How many times have we been fooled to buy expensive things and we just don't know the use of?
Right.
How many Chanel bags were bought and people don't even know how to pair that with their own outfit? Oh, it's Chanel. It goes with everything. Or any luxury brand. Just because we think something is expensive and of value, it goes the opposite. Anything that is cheap is of no value. That is how we think. But yet, let me tell you this. It's Christmas, right? Or maybe your birthday. When someone gives you a gift, do you throw it out? Oh, Abhishek says yes. I don't give him gifts. Just kidding. But when people give us gifts, like, I don't know, say a toy or something like that, sometimes you have the sentimental side and you go, no, I want to keep the wrapper. It's a chocolate bar. I want to keep the wrapper because my friend thought about this. You keep the wrapper, you keep the box. Where's Alvin?
Me. I keep them.
Did you throw the break?
Not the breaks though.
And so if you guys didn't know, yesterday we had a Christmas party. And Nixon was nice enough to give Alvin a brick.
Take a break.
1 cent red break.
And so it is with a heavy heart that he wins the competition, actually.
I'm keeping on the Bible, by the way.
And so it's a competition. Best Secret Santa
Yeah.
gets a free Bible, and so he gets a Bible, but he'll give it away.
I'm giving it away.
But even that, sometimes we think for other people we think, oh, that's just junk. A brick, come on, there's no use for that. It'll just occupy space. It'll collect dust. But we have sentimental value. You go, no, let me keep it. Even these things, we think these things are junk and it's free. And yet, why do we then think that Jesus' sacrifice free, but optional?
Wow. Preach, bro. Come on.
Why? Because we think we're better. Nah, Jesus' sacrifice, it'll go to the worst people, to the murderers, serial killers. Not me. I'm a goody two-shoes. I'm a kind guy. I can fend for myself. That's not true. It's for everyone. It is free, but then it's time to receive it. Receiving calls you to act as well. If you go to Taobao and you buy something from Taobao and it arrives at your doorstep, you still have to open your door and pick it up.
True.
Or if it's in a different collection point.
Yep.
The same thing. Receiving God isn't just, okay, cool, I now believe. No, you have to understand what that means for you.
True. Come on.
And many times, even for some of us who are Christians for a long time, many times that goes over our heads.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Jesus' gift for salvation is free. It's free. But too often, even though you go to church, even though you go to the Bible, even though you read your Bible, sometimes you just don't get it until you lose it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure for many of us who have left the nest or left our parents' house, and you start to you forget that the laundry doesn't do itself. That food doesn't come out of thin air. That nobody's gonna be there to greet you at the door. And then when when I moved into my dorms, I'm like, where's my clean clothes? Where's my food? I thought I'd just ring a bell and then I get... No, I'm just kidding. But too often we feel like, oh yeah, I get this, I understand. But then say you leave for a country where people don't believe in God. Will your belief in God follow or miss out? Well, we keep going. Point number 2, a love lacking of limits. Every man has a limit to their love. What is yours? How many arguments will it take for you to just go, I don't want to love this person anymore. I give up. How many unpaid meals? How many times do you have to pay for someone's meal to continue to love that person? How many disappointments? How many failures will it take? For people, how many failures will it take, in your perspective, from God before you leave Him? Each of us has a limit, and each of this, our patience runs out. And so you think about it, like, why am I giving my heart to this person? It doesn't benefit me. Why bother? I want to lift up another brother and sister in Sydney, actually. Yeah, Sharif. If you guys have been to the conference in Sydney, you know. But the story is, and there's a little photo of their engagement roughly a month ago. But Sharif and Chloe, Chloe's Filipino. Sharif and Chloe, they were initially dating before they became Christians. But then when they were studying the Bible, they realized, wow, my relationship isn't glorifying God. Sharif goes, okay, if this is what I need to do, I need to focus on me and God first. Sharif goes, hey Chloe, I know that we've been dating for a long time, but I want to focus on God first. Let's break up. And they did break up. By God's grace, Sharif became a disciple and Chloe started to study the Bible as well. Later on, Chloe also becomes a disciple. And then they started dating together, now as Christians.
Nice.
A year afterwards, Chloe sadly fell away. She became, I'm not entirely sure of exactly what happened, but she stepped away from the faith. But I'm very grateful for Sharif because he goes, I understand that we've been dating, I've been waiting so long for this.
Yeah.
But I understand this is between me and God.
Come on.
But he doesn't give up on God, nor does he give up on Chloe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the sisters continue to study the Bible with Chloe, and then later is restored.
Wow.
Now they're dating again, and now they're engaged.
Come on.
But that took Sharif going, no. God needs to be more important.
Yeah.
But Sharif didn't give up, no matter what.
Yep.
And Jesus, at the same time, broke every border in his love. There were no limits to his love. That he loved even above social borders. What does that mean? John 4:7-9. When a Samaritan woman came to draw water, Jesus said to her, "Will you give me a drink?" His disciples had gone into the town to buy food. Then the Samaritan woman said to him, "You are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink?" For Jews do not associate with Samaritans. Jesus understood the history. Oh, Samaritans can't talk to Jewish people because they're unclean. The other way around. Because of history, I'm not allowed to talk to her. But Jesus goes, no, this is love. I don't care what my government says. I don't care what my peers say. I just want to love. So why do we still insist in the past, in history, skin color, demographics? That's not love. That there's still some churches that go, I feel comfortable in this church because everybody speaks the same language. Why don't you speak to someone that doesn't speak the same language? Love goes past languages.
Joe, come on.
Love goes everywhere. Why don't you go there? You know, in Hong Kong, we boast about equal opportunities. That even in this room, we have a lot of people that are not from Hong Kong, including myself.
Yep.
But we boast about that. And like, oh, in Hong Kong, there's this many people from Africa, this many people from Philippines, this many people from Indonesia. We're very international. But then after work, at nighttime, where do they go? Back into the same communities.
True.
Back to the same countries. That's not equality. That's just racism with extra steps.
Wow. Wow, come on.
And so who are we as Christians to do the same? In our workplace, in our groups, in our colleges, in our offices? That Jesus loved beyond financial limits. For Hong Kong, now we're talking. Well, Mark 1:16-18. As Jesus walked beside the Sea of Galilee, he saw Simon and his brother Andrew casting a net into the lake, for they were fishermen. "Come, follow me," Jesus said, "and I will send you out to fish for people." At once they left their nets and followed him. You know, Jesus called Peter and the few, then and there, to travel with him, to leave all of it behind. Leaving his wife, his fishing business, his peers, his community, everything. If Jesus called you now, would you follow? How many excuses will you make before you leave? And you go, that will never happen. You know, if Jesus comes back, we're all going to go up. So that will never happen. Jesus will never call me to give up anything. No, the Bible will call you to give up everything. Too often we say, I'm busy. I can't give this up. I can't give that up. You know, I'm Christian already. Why are you calling me to give things up for God? Tell him to give up his business. Tell him to follow Jesus. No. That's also your problem. But not only to follow him, but you know, too often we make that excuse. I'm too busy to help. Not only non-Christians, but also the Christians. You know, I can't help that person or this person, all of that. And I'm very grateful. You know, I'm very grateful for Nixon. I think if you guys don't really know, 2 weeks ago, when the Taipo fire happened, Nixon stayed at the area for him to find us a proper place to go and volunteer. But not only for him, he stayed there for like 6 hours trying to go, where can I have my friends come and help? We need to help. And so he stayed there in the grandstand. And I'm grateful for everybody else who came. After a long day of work, some people living literally on the opposite side of Hong Kong, coming all the way going, hey, I want to help.
Come on,
And I'm very grateful to the Hong Kong people too. I've never seen Hong Kong people so giving at that time. To see the amount of donations, to see the amount of support that everybody came to help. And so often, And some of these guys don't believe in God.
Right.
How much more should we go out to love and care with no questions asked?
Come on.
Matthew 5:38-42. You have heard that it was said, eye for an eye and tooth for tooth. But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you in the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also. And if anyone wants to sue you and take your shirt, hand over your coat as well. If anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with them 2 miles. Give to the one who asks you, and do not turn away from the one who wants to borrow from you.
Yeah.
Jesus' love goes beyond logic. What does that mean? It's logical for me to not give my money to my enemy.
Yeah.
That's logical. I don't want to love someone that doesn't love me back. That's logical.
Yeah.
It's not biblical.
Come on, Grace.
And Jesus will love his enemies,
Yeah.
his persecutors, everyone.
Come on.
That it goes beyond emotion and even to the point of death. That even as Jesus was bleeding out, he goes, I still need to love this guy on my right.
Yeah.
And just to conclude,
Come on.
if you go to 1 John 4, verse 7-8,
Yeah.
it says, Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. We love others because we understand that he first loved us. And so the greatest motivation, and for many of us, we go, how can I love like Jesus? This is impossible. How can I love my colleagues? They're so mean to me. How can I love my group mates? They didn't do anything in my project. How do I love these people? How do I love people that don't speak my language? This is too much.
Right. Come on.
Well, know that Jesus loved you first. And that's the only thing that counts. Until you grasp this standard, this is too hard for you. That's true. I have to, confess a bit. If you guys didn't know, on Friday we host these Bible discussions in Nixon's house. And the topic of discussion was about giving. And Helene said something very profound. She says, can we give too much? Well, yes. If you are insecure, giving too much will wear you out. That's why you feel burnt out. And when I was hearing that, I was like, whoa. That hit me. And I have to admit, 2025 has been a crazy year, even for me. If you guys, on Fridays, it's also my day off. But my day off is defined to house cleaning, cooking, buy ingredients, and all these different things. And too often I can go, where am I? When can I get a break?
Yeah.
It's very different to be a leader versus someone that just enjoys the party. And even yesterday, I have to admit, the very first time we went to the Christmas party as a church, it's very different because I didn't plan it, I didn't cook, I didn't sort out the time, I didn't figure out the finances, I didn't figure out the catering, I didn't do any of that. I was just there, enjoying the time, when everybody sang Cantonese.
Not true, I sang it.
Okay. But even yesterday, we were having a Christmas party, everyone is having a great time.
Yes.
And the call of a leader is to serve. And even throughout this year, it's been hard. People fell away, and things happened. And even last Friday, I was going, when's the time for me? When do I get a break? When do I get something back? The truth is, I might never get a break.
Yeah, come on, Matthew.
But that is the same love that Jesus showed.
Yeah.
I had to rebuke myself and go, no. You signed up for this.
Come on, Matthew. Come on.
There is no limits to the love that Jesus showed.
Come on, bro.
So what will stop you from loving more? Just to conclude, the title of this lesson, it's a very short lesson, hopefully. The title is The Greatest Love Ever Shown.
Yeah.
And point number one, conditioned with fiction. Are you thinking that you need to be something, earn this much, be this much, just so that you can get love? That's not true. As a kid, you were a whiny baby that wants food always, that has zero income, and provides zero value. Technically, apart from being cute. And your parents still loved you. So now, as an adult, for most of us, now as an adult with income, now with an education, why do we think we're worthless?
Wow.
And point number 2, a love lacking limits. What's going to stop you from loving?
Come on.
The greatest issue today in our generation is giving up. Is to numb everything and go, I don't care about anyone, anything, or anywhere. I just want to do my thing. And yet love is always personal. My encouragement for you is, I encourage everybody to study the Bible because you need to understand what that love is from God for you personally first. And so right after this, we're going to be doing a time of raffles.
Yeah.
So if you see it over there on your left, there is a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Under those Christmas tree are not fake gifts.
Yeah.
They're real gifts to be given away. And so we're going to be having a raffle draw. So we'll be singing a couple of songs in between. So please fill in, take the time. If you don't have a pen, please ask around. Write your name, write all these things, and then just give it to one of the ushers who have the metal trays. And then we will proceed with the raffle. With that, to God be glory. Amen.